Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today it's the 1979 D nickel, the so-called Blob mint mark. But I will show you at least two uncirculated coins from 1979. So what do we got here? Well, this is a 1979 Jefferson nickel. It says, "In God we trust," in front of Jefferson, liberty behind him. That's a star there. And so we know that this coin is really worn because you can't see the star there. Look at the one underneath. At least you can tell it's a star. It says Liberty, a star, 1979. And then we just have this. You can't really tell what that is. It could be a square, could be a D, could be a P, except it's probably not a P because they didn't put P's on the mint marks in 1979. The Philadelphia coins just had no mint marks at all, so it's not a P. How many Denver coins did they make in 1979? 326 million. So they made a bunch, and they made them quickly, and they really weren't too worried about the mint marks. Let's look at some other ones. Now this one, you can see the star very well in this one. And then look at the mint mark. More like a D, at least it's rounded on this side. And we can see the initials underneath really well. This is an uncirculated mint set from 1979. You can tell the red, that's going to be the Denver uncirculated set. It'll have a dollar, Susan B., a $50 Kennedy, quarter, dime, penny, and nickel. And that nickel from the uncirculated mint set is a blob also, never been touched by human hands other than to put it in plastic. On the back of the Jefferson nickel, we see it says E Pluribus Unum at the top. Has a big building in the middle. That's Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's home. Down here, underneath the home, it says Monticello, 5 cents. And right here it says United States of America. Now you remember the old nickels, the mint mark would have been here, but on the 1979 nickels, the mint mark is on the front. There's the D. Let's look at another one. This one's in okay shape too. You can kind of tell it's a star. Another blob D, another good initial. But I want to talk to you about this right here. This, people said, well, what's this mess on there? This is the actual coin. This isn't any mess on top. When you see this down here underneath, you can just see the copper turning green. And you know how copper does that sometimes, as it builds up this coating which actually protects it from the weather, and it turns green. So that's what this one is. This has just the copper underneath it. No mint marks, so we can't tell good or bad. And no steps on the back of this one at all. Now, what does a uncirculated mint set one look like? So this is from the 1979 uncirculated mint set. They made a bunch of them. They made over 3 million. It says, "In God we trust" here, liberty here. You can see the star really well in this one. But still, even the star is a blob, even though you can see it good. And this, you can tell it's probably a D, right? Because if we tip it up just right, you can see the hole in the center. But this is a uncirculated coin. So that's what the D looks like on an uncirculated coin. Down here we see the initials are really, really good. The FS for Felix Schlag, who was the engraver of this coin. Felix Schlag, S-C-H-L-A-G. And then on the back one, we can actually see some stairs on this one. And these stairs are what makes nickels worth money. In 1979, we had the 5 full steps. We didn't have the 6 yet. That came later. But these ones, there's some pretty good steps there as you go across. Not enough so you'd send it into a grading agency, but you can see most of them there. And you can see the fence kind of here, the crenellations. You can see the tower. You can see the windows. And you can see sometimes when you're really lucky on these, you can see steps over to the side. We actually have so this is the D from the uncirculated mint set. This is the P from the uncirculated mint set. What a difference it makes, huh? So the uncirculated mint sets, sometimes they get kind of coating on them from the plastic. This one didn't get the coating, and it just looks beautiful. Uncirculated mint set, 1979. Everything looks good on here. Still, it's a star, but it's a blobby star. And then when we get to the back, we see that this is another uncirculated coin. Never been out in circulation at all, and we still can't get more than 3.5 steps on here, and nothing to the side. Well, what about San Francisco mint version? Because at San Francisco they made them too. They made 3.67 million of these. And the difference in the San Francisco Mint version is they made some S's with a blob. They call them the Type 1 filled S's. And they made some S's that were clear. They called those the Type 1 clear S's. And you can tell just by looking at this one what this one is. This is a Type 1 filled S. It's probably worth 75 cents to $1 in this condition. Great initials underneath, great shine to it. We tip it over, and let's take a look at the steps on the San Francisco Mint coin. You can see them on there, but guess what? That's not really, I mean, you need them on the San Francisco Mint coin. You can see a little bit on the side there too. You need them there, but it's still only going to be worth $1 or $2 in this shape because they rate these as proof state coins, not mint state coins. All right, that's all we have from DC Coin World.